Hello, and welcome to the stream today. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit more stable than yesterday. I don't know whether you guys were getting it on your on the stream end, but on my end I was dropping frames. The internet just didn't want to work. I was trying to get reference and I just couldn't even load up Google Maps. So I did decide to pull the stream yesterday, and today hopefully we can make up for that by doing some freelance work. So as you can see, a little bit bigger. I'm gonna move this. Don't worry about that. I am gonna move the camera down in a minute once I've finished doing this introduction. But yeah, so today I'm gonna be doing more freelance work for Club Soccer Director 2020. I'm in the midst of currently building UVing a petrol station, a superstore, some new road pieces like bus stops, postbox, just to add a little bit more variety into the environments and a little bit more contrast on the streets. So yeah, hopefully I can get that texture today in an engine and we can see what it's looking like in the engine. I will be doing some rocks and trees, not sure when yet, but that's probably next on the to-do list, as well as updating quite a lot of the buildings, and I've got a few other things that I need to update. So yeah, cool. I'm gonna make myself smaller because I'm massive at the moment. I'm gonna bring that down, put me back in the corner. There we go. See, professional editing at its finest. I'm joking, I'm not a professional editor in one bit. But anyway, so you join me as I am just UVing the Superstore. So I'll finish that off. I've also already UV'd this, so we don't have to go through that, luckily. I'm going to put the music back on. Do let me know if the music's a bit too high. Hopefully it isn't. But yeah, so I finished UVing this. Pardon me, and I realised that I actually need a roundabout because Great Britain's famous for its roundabouts. Just down the road, Milton Keynes. I think me and Tommy drove through 20 in a 10-minute stretch. So yeah, so I've got to put myself a roundabout in there. I've also realised that I want to do some more road markings as well, some arrows and that sort of stuff, and that's why these bits are different, because this is going to be like a no entry, entry only. So I can't really use the same texture, but it doesn't matter. I'm trying to keep all the textures, maybe 2 or 3 on the environment around here. So like trees, cars, that sort of stuff, all in one. Street props and that sort of stuff. So yeah, so that's what I'm going for at the moment. And yeah, just sort of UV'd that. I'm just UVing this at the moment, and I've just UV'd this thing. Now I'm not gonna actually duplicate this yet. I'm gonna wait till I've laid everything out, because there's no point, because I want this to be over the top of it. So, and you think, and I have said in other videos, don't do that. It depends what you're making. I think I said that in the other videos as well. It's like, for Cenotaph, I want things unique because I want to paint onto it. Whereas this, it's going to have the same material. There's not going to be any damage on it. It's going to be very basic, so I can do that basically. Have things overlapping. Okay. So this is this bit here. I also kind of did this bus stop, and I also did where the I've lost my post box. I'll redo that now. Just get an image of a post box up. Post box British. Can't spell British, but it's fine. Okay, so I need to build, seriously, anybody in chat right now who goes to I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Okay, I need to just build this. I am actually lost for words there. I can't believe it. Who would go to a fancy dressed as a British red postbox? I don't know. I'm just going to start with that. Again, I'm just going to bring it so it's flat with that. And I'm also going to do this. So let me just minimize my thingy. If you're a tier 1 subscriber, I've put new emotes. I've put the emote of Matt not happy. I think it should be there now, so you can give it a try. And if you do want to subscribe thingy, you can do. I've got tier badges as well. I spent 10 minutes before the stream putting all those up, so do go check that out. And I've got to thank AI Games for subscribing with their Twitch Prime. I just did that to their channel as well, so yeah. They obviously sell them because they're still on sale. Like, unless it's like a, I don't know what the world's coming to. So this is going to be very simple, because at the end of the day, it doesn't need to be. All we need is the silhouette. We can paint a lot of the detail in the texture. The only thing I'm not happy with is, I think, bang. I didn't want to do that. Bring that up, bring that down a bit, and I'm just going to add this kind of top bit to it. Yeah, you should be able to emote. I think it's oh, let me just have a quick look, because this is obviously more important than me actually showing the modeling. Create a dashboard. Hopefully the video's stable and we're not dropping frames or anything. I did reset the internet and shouted at it, said it was a naughty and it needed to perform better. Let me just, I think, I don't know how you use the emote system inside of Twitch. I did. Yeah, I don't know. It should be there. I could be wrong. I think it's table for Matt not happy. It's called. But whether it works, I don't know. So we'll see. I don't know, maybe it needs to get approved. That might be the case. So we'll give it 24 hours, and if not, then I'll do some investigation. But I have uploaded it. It is the yeah. I'm guessing because I'm guessing it's supposed to go through approval. So yeah, so it is uploaded. It's ready for approval. So hopefully it will be there soon. Hang on, where's my postbox? Okay, I know it's bigger than the lamppost. Bear with me. I need to fix that. There we go. Okay, and that's gonna be, I'm gonna put texture on that anyway, so I'm not too fussed about like adding lots of detail in here, because this will be textured and it'll, yeah. So I'm just gonna quickly do a layout on this. Cut that. I'm just gonna stack these as well, because what I can then do is just make sure that they're all the same size. Hey, I think I'm back. I think I'm back. So resetting my router didn't help the problem, and it seems to me that I have to keep switching between my Wi-Fi extender and the router downstairs. Let's do a speed test and let's see what's a cracking with my speed. See if that's anything to do with it. See, I'm back, I'm hoping I'm back. There you go. Okay, so it's not my speed, because I'm hitting 50 megs, 52, 53, 54, 56, like 60. So it's definitely not my download, and it's definitely not my upload either, because I'm hitting 15 megs on the upload, so not sure what's going on. Ping is pretty decent as well, so I do not know. That should be another gift. That's tier 2. That's just me going. Yeah. So I'll continue this. Hopefully it'll balance out a little bit. So anyway, this is what I'm doing. Bit of rock, that'll do it. Stop shells. Okay, let's put. So, this has been happening as well. I might need to update my graphics card because it tends to be the case on here when that happens. Okay, so that's the top. Do you know what? I'm actually gonna merge all this to the center because for the distance you're gonna see it, like those polys are worthless. I think that's that bit there, so I'm just going to do something with that. Yeah. Okay, and I don't really want to... So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to cut these again. Same with those as well. Stack them. So let's just stack the shells. Shells. Not shelves. What am I on about? Let me just do this. Let's make sure this is the right way as well. Moy Gut. Good afternoon, Matt. Do you have any tips for an art test? Just try your best. I think that's it. It depends how long the art test is. I've had art tests where they've given it me last Christmas. Actually, they gave a company in Germany gave me an art test to do over Christmas, and they said, "Look, don't rush it. Take your time. We won't look at it till mid-January anyway, so just take your time." And even though they gave me a lot of time to do it, I still felt like that was part of the test. It may not have been, but that's what I felt. So yeah, it depends how long you've got the test. If it's like 48 hours, if it's a week, if it's a month. It depends how big the art test is as well. Like, some companies kind of sometimes take the mickey with that. And like, if they're expecting you to do a full environment within 2 weeks, yeah, okay, that might be what they're expecting you to do in the studio, but like with an art test, you're not being paid for it, and you've probably got another job to go alongside it as well. So sometimes studios do give you unrealistic things. Some studios also, like, I had an art test sent, I won't say which studio it was, but they sent me an art test and they were like, yeah, we can use your work if we like it and we're not going to pay you for it. And it's like, right, okay, so I'm not doing that test for you. Well, it depends where you want to work as well. If it's your dream job, then you're going to have to do it. But yeah, so I think read the brief, then read it again, and then read it again. Read it, keep reading it, keep going back to the brief and looking at your work and going, am I doing what they're asking me to do? Because that's part of the test. Like, they're asking you to do something. Maybe it's in their style because your portfolio may not show that style enough in there. So yeah, so keep reading the brief, keep going back to the brief and going, okay, is it? Get some critique as well. So speak to people who you might know in the industry, get them to look at the work and suggest some feedback, and that's before you hand it in. And yeah, just do your best. That's all anybody can ask you to do, really. And like, I did an art test and then went for an interview, and between the interview and the art test, I'd looked at one of the materials I made and it was just like, yeah, I don't like this material, so I'm gonna redo it. And I did for the interview, and I said, look, this is the material that I had, this is the one that I redid because I just wasn't happy with it. And I don't know, I didn't get the job, so that maybe that was, I don't know whether that was a bad thing or a good thing, but yeah, it's kind of one of those. Do you get these kinds of tests when applying to jobs as a grad as well? Yes, you will. You will get it as a grad, definitely. If I'm getting them as a senior, you're definitely going to get them as a grad. Now, some companies you might not. Some companies, especially companies outside of games but are still using your skills, like visualization and animation, sometimes they don't give them. And sometimes those jobs are actually more better pay than games as a grad. I've had students go for work for visualization companies because they're better pay and they treat you better in terms of working hours and that sort of stuff. Now, that's not the case 100% of the time. And it depends what you want to work on. So but in my experience, looking at like grad jobs, like visualization jobs, or they pay a lot better than game grad jobs. And in games, as a grad, you will be given an art test no matter what. That's just part and parcel of it. Thanks, Moy Gut, for the follow, not subscribe, follow. All these social media terminologies. Anyway, but yeah, I mean it's like I've had art tests where I've just been given a block, a box, and said create something, and it's like, okay, thanks for that. I've been given art tests where they've given me a concept, and then I've not liked it when I've kind of changed the concepts a little bit just for it to work in 3D. And yeah, so if you do get given concept, try and follow it as best as possible. Or if you do make any changes, make sure that they're worthwhile changes that add to the model, not distract or make it look worse. And I think one of the art tests I did, I think I'd done that with one of the pieces. Like they actually, one company gave me 2 art tests. They gave me a piece of concept that I had to follow, and then they said, "Oh, we've got this brief for a character prop, and we want you to make it, but it can be whatever you want." And I'm like, okay. And they actually really liked the one where I came up with my own thing, but then they were like, "Well, your other thing had this, and this wrong with it," and I'm like, right, okay. I mean, you would think that passing one art test would be enough, but some companies want you to jump through hoops. So yeah, but I hope that answers your question. I think it did because you subscribed, so that's brilliant. Another follower. These words are going to be the death of me. Anyway, right, let me just fix this. One thing I'm not happy with is it's fine having intersection geometry like that, so I'm going to keep it like that. And what I'm going to do is just grab these bits. When I do hotkeys, it's Control or Shift. So yeah. I am actually going to make this one whole thing because yeah, I'm not happy with that. I'm just holding V to snap the vert in. Can you tell us what the art test's for, or is it super secret? Have they made you sign an NDA? And anyway, if you can't tell us what it is, good luck, and hopefully you can nail it. Bit of heavy metal today. It's a rock playlist, not a heavy metal playlist. It is rock. This is a good button as well. Orientate shell. Right, I noticed a problem there, and that's because this face was inside, so that's why it wasn't stitching properly. So like, if you ever have that problem, just have a look for the stitch. And it's probably the problem with that, basically. That there's a face inside somewhere. I'm just gonna, there you go. Now I could, if I wanted to, stitch it. Actually, I am going to, so that I don't lose it. Okay, it's gonna waste this amount of space here, but I could then do it the other way around and make it work, so it's not too much of an issue. There's just ways around things. Okay, this, oh no, wrong one. I'm just gonna delete these. Because, again, I'm just going to duplicate over the top, it's easier. So this is advertisement. And again, I'm just going to delete. The roof. And I'm going to delete that face because I don't need it. Again, I don't need that face either. Ooh, don't do that. If you delete in here, all you're doing is deleting the UV, you're not actually deleting the geometry, so just make sure you delete it in the thingy. So yeah, that's fine. No, actually, Matt, don't do that. I do want to keep that face in because I'm actually going to duplicate it and you're going to see it, so that's actually a lie. I shouldn't have done that. To be fair as well, do I keep, no, I think that's fine. The only bit I do want to delete is that. I'm not headbanging to this music. It's pretty cheerful for a rock one. I like it. Any more street props that I can think of? Anybody in chat? Any street props? I've got traffic lights, I've got street lamps, I've got car park barriers, I've got a bus stop, I've got a little post box. Okay, I need to make this slightly bigger because it's actually going to have graphics going on it, so I need it to be bigger. I think that's fine. And what I can do now is, now that this is laid out, same as this, I want to put some graphics on this. So yeah, I'm going to make them slightly bigger so that I can actually put the right graphics on there. And I'm going to do that with the post box as well, so that I can get some graphics on there. Just going to move that out a minute because I am actually going to hide this. The post box. This is where you probably just using the automatic layout might not work necessarily 100% of the time, so it might be worth actually just going in and making edits to this UV sheet, just so that you can get the best out of it basically. Like for example this, what is this bit here? And then like this is supposed to be the hedge. I'm going to put them next to each other and put them here, because then it's like, actually, yeah, I can do that with these as well. And then with this, I can put those like that. Car park stuff I want to keep the same size generally because this is going to have like bay parking in there, so you want to keep them the same size. The only other things that I probably need to make bigger are, so for example, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Just going to assign a new material to this. Bear with me. Got it. Itchy eye. Oh, okay, fever starting. What I'm going to do is just move this out of the way. And yeah, automatic layout is brilliant to getting a start. It makes things so much easier. But then you kind of got to go in and do bits yourself to make it more optimized, because that's kind of what it is on. Like, that is. I'm not going to see that, so that can be very tiny, because I'm not going to see it. It's the underside of the thingy. The camera's going to be here. Now I could delete it, but it's not doing anything there, so it's fine. I am going to find my postbox. It's very small, and you won't be able to do any designs on that. So I'm just going to make it slightly bigger. And what I can do at this stage is create a UV shell, and what that does is it just creates a UV shell, so I can pull that off. So I can make this slightly bigger. Yeah. Same with the bus stop as well. Just gonna make these bigger so we don't get too much pixelation on this. And it is just pushing certain things more. Now, I can actually fit that one there, which is fine. I could just about fit that on. Maybe. There we go. That's that one. So that's good. So now that I'm happy with that, I'm just going to actually just separate this and do the duplicates. I'm also going to do the high poly bit now. Now you're thinking, high poly for this? I'm just going to bevel the edges, just so that I get a nicer feel to it. So I have to make sure that I name this correctly, or else they're not going to bake properly. So it should be the name of the low poly bit, and instead of low, it should say hi. So when I drag this out now, it should be all right. I'm just going to put this in here. Okay, and just so I know where to put the pumps. So if you want to merge something together, if you select the thing that you want to merge it to, so for example there it was the pump and you wanted to keep the name, select the name that you want to keep first, then select all the things that you want to combine with it, and it will keep the name of the original, which is pretty useful. Hey Rich, how's it going? I am good. Yesterday was a fail on the stream because it just didn't want to work. The internet didn't, and I did lose the internet at the start of this stream, which was great. But it's been touch wood. So far it's been all right. So yeah, I'm just doing more freelance work for this client. That's called Duplicate Special for anybody. To be fair, the stream, it should go to my channel anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue with that. It's just a pain in the backside when it happens. Okay, so we've got that. So what I want to do this is, again, I'm just going to group it, duplicate it, hide that one, and call this hi. Yeah, it's still going well, yeah. I mean, that's what it's looking like in Engine at the moment. So I think, yeah, the toast houses are definitely coming along. I mean, that's where you see them from, so I think that's fine. I mean, there's a few issues that I can clean up, like this pixel distance here. It's not pixel distance. Pixel seam. I don't know. Like, that's where you see it, bitch. So, not really fussed about that. The client says otherwise, then I'll do it. But for this, yeah, up close, obviously it's a little bit bigger. But if you start to get them any smaller, then they pixelate too much on this bit here, where it's thingy. It's the same with this. Like, if you zoom in close, that grass is way too big. But for where the camera's going to be here, it's fine. So that's the rotation. I think you can probably zoom into about there. So yeah, I've been looking at where the camera is in the game, and then looking at like best res for that sort of stuff. That's an issue. Alright, that's a big issue. What's the problem with that? Okay, that was the new house. Yeah, that's fine. I can fix that. I know what's going on with that. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Just UVing this petrol station. Well, to be fair, I've UV'd it. I'm just laying out stuff for bigger resolution. No. I think they're happy with we're using a mobile shader, so I think they're happy that we can actually get away with using that now. And so touchwood, nothing as of yet. Obviously, I've had feedback changes because they want me to change the trees and do some bushes as well and rocks and just variations basically. So other than variation feedback, they seem to be happy. Although I haven't implemented this scene, this tile yet. So this is going to be the first test to see. I'm back. Yeah, no, it's not a stream crash. It's just my internet just dies, and I have to switch to my other extension. And I don't know. And don't ask if I've reset the internet. I have reset it several times. I don't know what it is. The next step is for me to dig out an Ethernet cable and actually wire my connection in to see if that's any better instead of using the wireless, because it seems to be just the wireless, and whether something's interfering with it or what, I don't know. Because we did a test on stream not so long ago, and yeah, we were hitting like 60 meg. Let me just do another speed test, because again I've got red bars and yeah. Now it's yellow. Yeah. That's my internet. So it peaked then, it peaked at 100 and something. And like the upload is good as well. So I'm not too sure whether it I don't think it's bitrate issues or anything like that. Because I was looking at it, I'm doing a bitrate of about 6,000 for a 1080 stream, which is about right. And for a 6,000 bitrate stream, your internet needs to be sitting stable at about 7 megs. So I don't think it's that. I just think generally my internet has just been cack over the last couple of days. I know I just used, don't know what word I just used, but it's been rubbish over the last few days. There's me on stream, just to see when I actually drop out. Because in Labs OBS, it just it tells you in the bottom corner if you drop, and I'm like, that's cool, it's very small, but that big. Yeah, it's good internet, but for some reason it's just not stable, and I don't know whether it's because loads of people are using it or what. I do have some Ethernet cables somewhere. I have a box of wires that I need to go through. Do you know what, actually? I have got a big one here. Do you know when you pull all your wires and go, why did I do that? I've just done that. Oh, this is just a giant mess of utter craziness. Okay, that one's plugged in. Right, let me see if I can. I'm just gonna shove these wires back where I can't see them. Right. So where are you connected? Okay, you're connected into my Xbox, but that's fine. I'm gonna repurpose you for a minute. Just trash. I do apologise about this if you've just joined the stream. I'm just doing some internet maintenance. He says. So I may just disappear. Bear with me. I'm still here, but I think I'm still using the wireless. No, I think I'm using the wired now. I wasn't lost. Yeah, that's fine. Don't mind that. I mean, my laptop's got wireless built in anyway, and Bluetooth built in as well. And I have a giant USB 10 port slot for stuff. And to be fair, because I'm not traveling at the moment either, that I can just get away with leaving it on my desk anyway, so it's fine. But hopefully that's... Okay, so I think wired is the way forward, touch wood. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see in a minute. Just turn that down. Okay, what was I doing? Do you know what would be an awesome script? There probably is one, and if there is one, that'd be, anybody knows where it is, that'd be great. Is just automatic naming. That'd be awesome for this. Okay, so yeah, hopefully. Pardon me. Tommy's working on that today, I think. We've got a small issue with cert, which Tommy's trying to fix at the moment. And after that, we're ready to go pretty much to go to cert. it's just something's cropped up in the last 2 weeks with the compatibility versions of Unity and Xbox when you put it into cert. So Tom is speaking to Unity and Xbox at the moment to try and rectify that. Yeah, some security issues with some of the plugins or something. So, but we don't use any of those plugins, so it's not affecting us that way. We've just got to kind of go, okay, can we still submit? We don't use these plugins, so it's fine, but can we submit on this version of Unity? So it's more of a clerical admin issue than a programming issue. So yeah, exciting, hopefully. And then yeah, we just got to pass cert and then go from there basically. But yeah, it'd be nice, nice to see it on Xbox finally, and then Switch. That'd be awesome. Okay. Tommy was explaining it to me this morning, and it just sounds like a giant headache for him. But nothing we can do until they kind of get back to us and say yes, yay or nay, basically. Yeah, but welcome to console development, as I think Tommy would say. Anybody been playing games? I know if the Masters are in here, I was playing Call of Duty with them last night. Okay, yeah. You've been playing Rocket League. And Sea of Thieves. Yeah, the last Sea of Thieves I played was Saturday. Which this week I'm not doing any Sea of Thieves. I am going to be playing some Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord single player campaign. I want to create a new character. I've already sunk 30 hours into it so far. In one of my characters, but there's a few things that I've learned on the way, and I want to kind of do a playthrough with a new character that I'm going to create on stream. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be playing this Saturday on this channel. So yeah. So that's what I've been playing. Other than that, I've played like Animal Crossing. Finally upgraded the town hall to an actual building now. Haven't paid off the loan shark dude, whatever his name is. He is a loan shark. Loan shark who's cute. But yeah. Other than that, I think I've just been working during the week. Been doing 3 days a week on this, and actually still, even though I'm not teaching this week, I still got stuff to do. Okay, so I've got that. What's next? What else do we need? Okay, Rich, you've been 3D printing some face shields. Interesting. I know you 3D printed Pixel Pete. I know that. I was debating on whether to do actually paint some of my Warhammer models. I've got a 40k army that just sitting, so maybe I'll have a look to see if the paint's still all right. Because it's been about a year and a bit since I've used, 2 years since I've used the paint. So it might not be that great, so I might need to buy some more. But I was thinking of maybe like painting it, maybe doing a live stream. I don't know whether that's possible, but yeah. Yes, the cube, the main character from Surefooting. Oh yeah, it's definitely all in the texture work. Like, it's 8, 9. It's 9 cubes. That's all Pixel Pete is. It's 9 cubes. We do all the detail and the texture for those models. Like maybe Polly is more. I think she might be 14 boxes. Plunk is less-ish, I think. I can't remember actually how many Plunk is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Blip is less. I think he's 5 boxes. So yeah, it's all in the texture work. Okay, just gonna delete that. Okay, I think I'm ready to take this into Substance Painter to actually paint. So I'm actually just using this for thingy. I don't know, is the stream alright? I'm getting a warning saying that frames are being dropped, but at this point I don't know what else I could do other than yeah. Oh, a little cute tank game. Or a chibi art style for that would be cool. I think I can actually bring this in now. So what I'm going to do is just bring this in. Oh. I don't think I made a duplicate of this. Don't think I did. Stupid, man. Stupid. I'll fix that in a bit. So first I'm just going to make a snapshot because I'm going to have to go in here with an alpha to create some alphas and stuff like that for this anyway. So I may as well create it now. So this is going to be called and then what I'm going to do is just grab them what I want to export. Make sure I've got everything. Yep, that looks like it. And I'm just going to export this as a low poly. So new folder. Going to grab all the high, ignoring that because I don't need to worry about that. Why is the high poly there? Let me fix this. Okay, that's that. Right, what was I doing? Just get rid of all that stuff on there. Okay, I'm actually going to do the alpha first before I go into here. So the reason why I'm going in here for is I'm actually going to create some bitmaps masks. so that when I'm inside of Substance Painter, when I'm not having to like kind of paint the windows myself, I can use these alpha masks to mask them out basically. This was the emote that I submitted for approval, Kerry. So yeah, I think that's the one that you wanted. Okay, so file open. These were the tier subscriber badges as well that I submitted, which was these ones here. So hopefully they will come through. I'm taking them from Sure Footing. They were some artwork for Steam that we never needed in the end, so we've just been repurposing that sort of stuff. I know why that is. If that's ever the case, it's because whatever you've got selected as a face won't come through. So let me fix that. Let's get rid of. There you go, it's back. Okay, so there's a few things I need to do. So the first thing is, let's have a quick look at this Royston's Tesco, so we can see kind of this. Okay, so first I need to make a Fictionary brand up. Anybody got any ideas in chat for a supermarket or a fuel station, which is part, yeah, a supermarket brand basically. Right, so I'm just doing a generator here. Nobody come up with anything? No, no one came up with anything yet. "24-hour crisp." Interesting. Feed Magneta. Food juice. 24-hour scrumptious. 24-hour scrumptious. Scrumptious. I like scrumptious. I might go with that one. We'll see. But first, before we do that, I need to actually create some of the windows so that we can actually build that. So let's do that first. So this is the roof and this is the front of it. So this has actually got quite a lot of windows. This is pretty much, I think we were using the Longton Tesco. Because Google Maps is really good. So if we're going off this kind of design, so I want to make these windows frames. People joining the stream now is like, why has it got a picture of Tesco up? So I'm just going to make an alpha for this. I'm just going to make sure this is set to screen. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and go into contract, and I can say 2 pixels. No, not that one. Sorry, my bad. So I'll just delete that, and then what I can do is, so that I get the right width. I'm just going to copy and paste this, because that I know now that this is the right width because it's the thing, and then I can start to kind of build. Now I could do a transform on this, but it is going to pixelate it, so I'm kind of just going to do what I'm doing at the moment, where it's kind of thingy. Okay, so that's my... Now, I could draw this out in Substance Painter quite easily, but the problem with that is it's going to take a long time. So if I create this alpha to use as a height map, and then also as a mask, because what it's going to have is it's going to have this, I can mask this out for the windows and stuff. But it's done. Let's have a quick look at. There is a frame down the middle. This is why I like Photoshop, because it has this snapping. I'm going to call this frame. And then I'm just going to create a new layer and call this window. The reason for that is I need this for the selection anyway. So when I do the selecting the windows, because it's going to take ages if I try and paint them all in, so I'm just going to do this. Just makes things a little bit easier. Now the only issue I've got is at the moment I'm just going to make it grey just for the moment, so I can actually see what I'm doing and I'm not kind of like screwing it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to call this window. Before I export it out, I need to make sure it's white, or else it just won't work. Okay. Now the only thing I am going to do is I am going to use the transform on that. No, I'm not going to use the transform because again it's, what I might do is this. So let's merge. Well, I can just do that. Okay. And the thing with this is, actually, I can just do this. If I grab this and create a mask, and nope, it's not going to work. That'll become more apparent in a minute. No, that's not going to work. What's up with you? Give up on that. We'll sort it out a bit. Maybe there. Anyway, so yeah, so I've got that, and then I'm just gonna select these. that one. So I'm just going to do the doors as well. Let's see if I can actually get quite up close. You see, yeah. So I'm going to make sure that I put kind of sign up here, and then the doors on here as well. So if we just come back, I think this is the doors here. Yeah. Okay, so that will work there. That will work there. They're saying that it's quite small, so I might just put windows there and then like 2 double doors here, and then the signage up here. I think that would probably work a little bit better. I get more resolution basically. So go back to Photoshop. Ew. Kind of did that wrong. So if we look at this, I've only done. I've only done those. Yeah, I'm going to redo this. I'm just going to redo this. Made a small little error there, which is I didn't actually do it from the top, which it should have been. Let's make it 70 pixels. Let's do this again. So we'll grab the go select, modify contract. bear with me, okay? Just bear with me with the fluorescent green. Now, the reason why I've done this is because I want it special. I wanted it a different color to everything else that's in the image at the moment, so that I can do a color range on it like that. So that's why I've made it green, basically rotoscoping and like green screening it in essence. Yeah, if you select it and then you try and duplicate it, it will keep it on the same layer. So it's a little bit easier when you're building stuff. So my partner just snuck in to acquire the Switch so that she can play a bit of Animal Crossing. So that's why I just muted myself. Yeah, I am doing an alpha, just so that I don't need to draw it out inside of the just so I don't have to draw it in Substance, because it's just a bit time consuming. So if I can just do it now, I can just like use it as a mask and do it that way. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. So it's an alpha for a mask, but it's also gonna use it as a height map as well to kind of build some of this stuff. Just makes things a little bit easier. Me having to go in and like draw and paint, and it's a lot more accurate this way as well. What is going on? Oh. Don't know what I did there. Did something stupid. Pardon me. Idea for this actually. Let's put a slight gradient on it. A little bit closer to the camera there. I do apologise. So I'm just gonna grab a gradient. This one. So hopefully this works. Okay, so next thing I need to do is just do the green. Oh, pardon me. Right, okay, so I've got those in. What else do I need to do? Oh, managed to fix that. Okay, so that's... Just going to redo this bit. Don't like how it's turned out. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that for the time being. So let me just merge this layer down. So anything else we need to kind of look at? So we've got the windows. I need to do all of this now. Wherever that is down here. That's the front. I'm going to put a door on the side as well. Okay, next thing, let's have a quick look at 3D. I'm just going to do a little bit of something here. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Don't know what else. We need. Let's just save this. Let's. It's better just to actually bring it in. And then I can see what I need to add to it. Laptop's about to take off. Ooh, that's a big mistake. Try that again. You don't want to be doing this. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so let's just create a let's just create a fill layer. Height map, let's get rid of everything but the height map, and let's just bring in this height map. There you go. So instead of having to draw all of this out, I've now got it here. The only issue is I'm a dumb Why is this? There's a line here. I'm not too sure, but we'll get rid of it. It's not too much of an issue. Just to re-import it, just bring it back in. I wish this was an easy way of doing it instead of this like kind of long-winded way of doing it, but here I am. And it doesn't automatically update, but yeah. So, pretty decent. We've got an issue here, but we can fix that. Again, let's have a look at the petrol station, yeah. I think we can proceed. I'm just going to bake the bake mesh ID. Cool. So yeah, so we've got the first bits. Now obviously the AO hasn't baked on this because we haven't exported this normal map out yet for it to kind of work. But yeah, I think that's what I wanted to kind of get. The only issue is I probably need to put some geometry here, like a board that has the sign for the shop, just because it's going to be easier than trying to like do a normal map on top of a normal map thing. So we can do that. Actually no, maybe if I try it on here. So let's just create a new layer. Let's see what it looks like. No, we didn't need to do it. I can just do it there. There we go. Means I don't have to thingy. So yeah, I think for today I'm going to call it there. Looks like the stream was held itself in terms of connection wise and that sort of stuff. So, because what I need to do now is I've still got to do the decals for the road, the roundabout as well. I've still got to kind of do some stuff on there before I even get to painting. I want to create the mask for the windows as well, which is pretty straightforward actually. All it is just using this, but obviously making sure that it's wrong thing. Because then if we just export that, then it's going to be a lot easier. Just going to fix this issue I had. I don't know where that black line came from, but well annoying. Said I was going to stop, but I'm still going. This is what happens. Now I could keep doing that, or I could just do this. So grab this. Flip it horizontally, and then put it into position. There you go. Slightly out. That's annoying. But anyway, it's an easy fix. It requires a little bit of patience. That's all it is. Maybe not doing that. And just before I go, the reason why I'm doing this is that I can actually now save this out as a PNG and call this Windows Alpha. Click OK, and if I bring it into Substance Painter, add a resource, texture, project, and if I just create a new fill layer, say color this whatever blue I want, add a bit mask, and just find Windows Alpha, and there you go. I don't have to go in and paint every single window. I can just use the this material here, and if I get rid of the height and normal on this and just bring the roughness up, you can see. There you go. That's kind of best way to do it. I'd obviously need to make sure I do it for this over here as well, and oh, what the hell is going on here? Lovely normals issue. Anyway, cool. Well, thank you for tuning in, and I'll be back on Saturday to do some Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. That's going to be interesting. So yeah, so join me then. And again, thank you for the stream. Thank you for being patient with all the kind of like dropping in and dropping out. I think the internet's been pretty stable for the last hour, so I think we've got a solution here now that I can work with. But other than that, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next stream.